this is my Rivera M60. It's a super rad, rage-filled, powerful tube amp that can do a ton of things. It's not my style. You guys know my style. I'm a clean Fender amp that's overdriven, pushed with a tube screamer, a Telecaster. That's my style. But this amp was bought to find someone who loves it. It's a cool amp from the 80s that deserves to be saved and protected. I tried to sell it around here, but it's just such a specialty amp, it's not gonna sell in the Shenandoah Valley. So what I ended up doing is I put it on Reverb. This is one of the only times I've used Reverb in the last year. And overall, I'm sad that my Reverb video blew up the way that it did. It came from a place where it's just hits while we were down. This amp was sold, a guy was super excited about it, and UPS smashed it, destroyed it, drop kicked it. The top seam on one of the corners is broken. The power transformer is all bent over. It blew a tube. Every corner on the cabinet has been broken. So this thing has just been abused and beat up and drug around from here to New York and back. It's a bummer. I'm not excited about it. But here is the thing. I bought Reverb protection. So Reverb has totally come in and just been great to work with, and they've really, I cannot tell you how good of an experience it's been this time dealing with resolutions. So what happened with the amp was it got smashed up on delivery to them, to the customer in New York. Then it was shipped back to me. During that time, it took some more damage. It got broken again by UPS. So UPS messed this up twice. The box came to me completely awful. Look at it here. This is what the cabinet looked like when it showed up, and this is what the head looked like when it showed up. Both miserably bad. The guy who works for UPS around here, I grew up with him. I played baseball with him when I was a kid, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we screwed that one up." So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this as damaged. It's totally our fault. And so, anyway. We got the amp back. I took it to my friends at Echo Hollow in Stanton, Virginia. Those dudes are amazing at fixing amps, building amps, checking things out. They looked at it before it even got out of the back of my truck. They knew it's gonna need a new cabinet. It's probably gonna need a new power transformer. You will never sell this thing for what it was worth before this. That was bad news. We looked at the cabinet, and so here's the dilemma. It's a felt cabinet. That's an 80s thing. Nobody wants that. But it needs a new cabinet. So if I had someone build a new cabinet, the cheapest that we would do is $200, $300. Then we'd put felt on it, and it would not sell because you'd have to tell people that it's the original cabinet. So we saw that there's a problem right away. So I let the guys know at Reverb, hey, we got a problem. I don't think this is going to work. And so what they offered was they just said, hey, you bought protection, so why don't you go ahead and just send it back to us? We'll just pay you back for your refund. So basically, I got the same price that I had before. Reverb is going to take this amp back, so I'm going to pack it up tomorrow and send it back, and everything should be good. I'm very excited about this. My stomach fell out of my body when I saw the email that said, Reverb Resolutions wants to talk. Because the customer, he never let me know. There's some strange stuff there. He had the amp for 4 days, but he said it was damaged in shipping and wanted to return it. But when I got it, every volume and every gain was turned up to 10, and there was a blown power tube. I think there's a little bit of foul play there. I think he probably played the amp, blew a tube, freaked out, and then maybe noticed the damage from shipping, or maybe that damage came to me when it came back. But regardless, Reverb has been really helpful to step in, and I'm really thankful to say that this has been a really good resolution, and I'm really glad for how it all worked out. So when you look at the cabinet, you may not be able to see it in the video, but this corner here is broken. So you can see that it is open, this entire seam back here. All of this, the whole amp moves. So it took a hard hit right here on the top corner. Also, let me pull you in close here and I can show you volume at 10, master volume at 9, volume at 9 on channel 2, and the master's at 10. The slave master, which is how you push the power amp in these, is up to 10. This amp has been dogged. So, whatever, I don't care. I think that the guy probably got this and played it really loud, and then something happened that he wasn't into it. So each of these, so there's a hairline crack in here. This guy's got a crack back here. Probably can't see in the low light. This corner was completely just torn off. So all corners of the cabinet have been smashed or broken. Okie dokie, little smokies. Well, I went and I got the boxes, and now it's time to pack up this thing. And there she blows. So, right now it is time to pack this thing up. I'm going to wrap the bejesus out of it in, too much ND. I'm just gonna wrap it up really well in craft paper before I end up putting it in the boxes. That way, I ensure that it has the best chance of making it to Chicago undestroyed. So, let's do it. So my normal go-to are these heavy-duty boxes, the really thick, really heavy ones, but they don't make them in the extra large, or at least they don't sell them at the Home Depot near me. So, do your best. I'm going to pack them up as well as I can with just tons of craft paper, tons of insulation. So let's put some boxes together. It was so hot out here, I had to go inside and take a break. And I ate lunch, I cut my apple, but I cut it on a cutting board that also my wife had just used to cut onions. It's gross, but it's here. I don't want to throw it away, so. What I'm doing here, 2 boxes, I lock them together, one goes around the other, and then I can tape the bejesus out of the bottom of it so that it stays all together. This gives it a double layer of protection on either side, a double layer on either end. This is the best way I know to pack these things. Too hot. Gotta go inside. Oh boy. Is why you have an excursion, so you can carry tons of stuff. Okay, this is where I leave you. I'm going to run these to the UPS store. I'm going to ship them. They're going to go back to Reverb. and everybody's gonna be happy, everybody's gonna be good. I'm so glad that this worked out the way that it did. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy, I'm the Guitar Hunter. I don't take it for granted that you watch these videos. There's tons of cool stuff on the internet and on YouTube. I'm glad that we're in this together. If you want to be a guitar hunter, go to jeremytheguitarhunter.com. You can buy a t-shirt. You can be a guitar hunter who fills the world with music and friendship. You guys are the best. I'm so glad we're in this together. See ya.